I'm Maddie Hopf, and I play on the Trinity Western women's rugby team. Well, mental health has been something that's not a shy topic in my family. My mom suffered from pretty severe depression growing up, so that accustomed me to grow up pretty quickly. I always was taking care of my family. It was always a topic we talked about and nothing we were ashamed about, but I still felt like, oh, I have a mental illness. I don't want to talk about it. So I felt myself feeling a little lonely. Being a twin also, we got compared quite a bit. She was always the more bubbly, extroverted twin, whereas I was more introverted and I kept to myself. I think growing up being a twin, it's always nice to have your person. You always have a built-in best friend. But with her struggling with her own mental health, I put her mental health before mine. I wanted to make sure she was okay, so I kind of put my mental health on the back burner, and that impacted me quite greatly, and my mom recognized it, and she said, it's good that you care about others, but you need to care about yourself. That's how my middle school years went. And then in high school, I recognized how lonely I actually was, and so I ended up switching schools, which was a harder transition, but it was when I knew I needed to gain my independence. And that's when I started playing rugby. I noticed the sport and I said, hey, these girls have such a good community, they're such a good family, that's something I want to be a part of. That was a great thing for my mental health. It really got me out of my comfort zone, got my social anxiety down quite well. But then I got a pretty bad concussion in 2019. Had these days where I just felt like I couldn't talk. The brain fog was just very hard to get through. So I just kind of again went into those episodes of, oh, I'm too nervous to go out because I'm going to forget what I'm talking about. I don't know how to interact with people. It wasn't an easy thing to do. And then I came to Trinity and I fell in love with the school, and I still felt somewhat this loneliness. I didn't have enough friends in the first semester. I knew I had people to reach out to, but some days I just felt sad. And it's kind of confusing when you don't know why you feel sad, you just do. So I think a big self-reminder for me is just you don't need a reason to feel the way you do. All feelings are valid. And it's okay to be sad and not have necessarily a reason why, because feelings are feelings. Everybody has them. You're always supposed to be happy, and if you're sad, it's not a normal thing. But everybody experiences it. It's just who's willing to talk about it. So I think once you do talk about it, other people know that that's how they feel too, and it's something they can talk about. Joining a rugby team, those girls become your family, and your teammates are your friends, and you have them with you on and off the pitch. So I think rugby was something that helped me get out of my shell, be able to talk to people, because not only are we playing a sport, we're communicating through a sport, a job, but off the field we have to have chemistry and we get along and we're friends, and it really helped my social anxiety and make friends. For my mental health, especially now, it's just recognizing when I'm feeling down and what I can do for myself. Even if I'm sad about, rugby practice didn't go as well as I wanted to, that's a reason to be sad. But some days, if I don't have a reason, it's okay. You can be sad and not know why. You can be happy just for the feeling of happiness. Feelings are just something everybody holds on to and everybody has. So it's kind of figuring out what you need to do for your mental health and how to recognize those situations. Knowing that other people also have the same feelings I do, and a big thing for me is knowing, I said earlier, you don't need a reason to feel the way you do because feelings just come up. So I just want other people to know that. I know other people can relate, so just being able to talk about it might help influence somebody else.